What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Tasha's Topic. And we are about to get into some hot topics and current events, y'all. So let me drop my music back a little bit. I hope y'all having a awesome, excellent Thursday. Yeah, I'm doing okay. But child, I am tired. I am tired. I ain't had that much rest because I've been running around. I'm going out of town this weekend. So I had to go get my hair retwisted up a little bit. Of course, I just threw this back. This ain't the way it was. However, went and got my hair twisted. And then I had my furniture, some of my furniture delivered today. I don't know why they give you a window of 11 to 3 when they're just going to show up whenever the heck they feel like it. I ended up falling asleep. They didn't even call my phone. They ended up just knocking on the door, and I ended up, hearing it and let them in. And then they didn't even put the furniture together right, even though I paid an extra $100 and some to have them put the furniture together right. So, whatever, y'all want to hear about all of that. We came to talk about hot topics. If it's your first time joining me, go ahead and like this video, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the Redefine Me channel because we have a great time over here. Okay. I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for thinking that this channel is worth subscribing to. I appreciate you all and I thank you all so very much. So let's get to these hot topics, y'all, that I have for y'all for the week. And let's talk about it. I'll let you all sound off about it in the comments. Please be respectful. That is my number one goal of the channel. We can discuss and be adults and talk about anything, but please, please, please be respectful to the topics at hand. All right. So let me bring up the photos so we can kick off the hot topics. All right. Number one hot topic. So on February 28th, y'all, economic blackout is set to happen. So this is the flyer. Y'all can see it on y'all screen. So what's going to happen is on February 28th from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., we are going to, as it's supposed to be as a whole, as the United States, as a people, not buy from any stores, gas, restaurants, none of that unless it is a necessity, like maybe food, formula for your baby or something, soap, stuff like that. So that's supposed to be the only reasoning we are shopping on the 28th, okay? And the point of it is for us to show the U.S., I guess, who it is that really runs the U.S. and who holds it down is the average everyday individual, right? So this blackout, economic blackout, they're saying is linked to Boston College professor Heather Cox Richardson. Okay, she is leading in this effort, and it's supposed to happen for one day. Now, I'm gonna say this. I have an issue with this only because this weekend is my daughter's 21st birthday. And I'm just kind of like, okay, we already had plans set in place. So we probably going to be at some restaurants buying on that day and participating when we not really supposed to. However, I'm a aim to not do anything major. However, this is what's supposed to be happening February 28th. So y'all let me know if y'all are participating in this, if you are not participating in this, what y'all feel about it. Okay, let's move on to the next photo. Because when it came up, I was just like, dang, I'm going to be in DC this weekend and it's her birthday. So, hey, we're probably going to be participating. All right, y'all. Let's move on down because I don't want to talk about Diddy yet, even though we got some Diddy news. I don't want to really talk about him yet. Oh my gosh, where'd my photo go? Hold on, y'all. Let me get my photo that I want for the next topic. We don't want to talk about Diddy news yet. Oh my god, I didn't upload the photo. Oh wait, yes I did. Yes I did. All right, y'all. So my next topic up, if it loads up. Okay, so it didn't load up. All right, y'all. It didn't load up, so I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about the next topic. I'm gonna get Diddy off of the screen. All right, so the next topic, y'all, is going to be about remember the mother I reported on, Tiana Williams. Well, on February, the one that children froze to death in the car, the two kids. So on February 20th, Tiana Williams' children, Darnell Connie, I think it's Connie Jr., and Amelia Connie, were laid to rest. Okay. They were laid to rest at the new McFall Brothers Funeral Home. Now they provided their funeral services free of charge, so she didn't have to pay for that. Um, let's see. So the mayor, Melina Howard, of where she's from in Pontiac, came forward and said that a group came forward. They didn't want to be identified, but they are paying for her rent for a full year. Okay. What's up, Trina girl? Yes, girl. I was about to just get to that. So they gonna pay for her rent for a full year, and they just brought her a house, which I was torn because I was just like this. Why something got to happen for y'all to give this lady a house? She obviously came to y'all already when she was in dire straits, and y'all didn't help her. So now two of her kids had to die for y'all to give her a house. I hate when society and people are reaching out and society does not think, okay, we need to help this person. They wait until something tragic happens. Then they go ahead and say, now let's help them out. Why don't you cut that? Because you can't tell me that somebody didn't see this lady sleeping in her car. Somebody didn't see something. Okay? And her family. Now, before this happened, right? So a video was going around where she was with her cousin or family member and they were twerking and she had a little wig on and stuff and everything, and she looked like she was living her best life. Now, two things could be taken from it. People grieve in their own ways, so I'm not going to judge her, but it just didn't look good. Your children just froze to death and died. So how are you up here twerking with your cousin? I don't care if my cousin was like, girl, get up, let's dance, shake this off. At the end of the day, my children just died. So I'm gonna need a moment. However, I don't know what's going on in her head. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they was trying to plan a repass and they wanted to get some of the bad energy off. I don't know. However, I will say that I'm glad that was blessed with the house so that her and her other child, right, Trina, I would be somewhere in the corner too, honestly. So her and her other child, and I guess her siblings and her mom can have somewhere to live instead of living outside. Child, what is up with this lock? Sometimes I hate when I get my locks freshly twisted because they kind of had this stiffness to them. But whatever. So well, congratulations to her for the house. So hopefully moving forward, she and her family will be okay. All right, y'all, moving on to the next story. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next story, y'all. And I didn't have a picture of this one either. I thought I had all my pictures together, but I didn't. Okay. Moving on to the next story. I don't know what's going on with the flights. I do not know what's going on with these airlines. Yeah. And I got a flight to catch tomorrow. I always pray when I get on my flights, but tomorrow I'm going to be on it because what in the world is going on? So we got another flight situation. United Airlines flight carrying nearly 200 passengers was forced to make an emergency landing at Newark Liberty Airport in New Jersey due to possible mechanical issues. So the Boeing 757 took off just before 6 a.m. They were headed to Las Vegas. About an hour into the flight, the pilot turned the plane around and returned to Newark. I'm just like, you know what? And when I was booking my flight to go home, I was just like, do I want to book a flight or do I just want to drive? Because at this point, it's getting a little crazy up there in the airways. Okay, I don't get it, but we praying for them people that was on the flight. They didn't report of anybody that had got injured. I know that people probably was in their feelings about it because they was probably just like, what the heck is going on? I want to get to where I gotta go. However, we had an issue with the flight. And at least they didn't have to do a crash landing or something like that. So you gotta be thankful in certain situations, even though it's an inconvenience. If the flight had to turn around, they had to make an emergency landing. Oh well, at least I lived to fight another day, and it is what it is. Okay, moving on to the next story, y'all. The young woman you see on the screen is none other than Notorious B.I.G.'s mom, Violetta Wallace. She passed away at age 72. So y'all know Biggie Smalls is right there in the corner. Y'all remember in the 90s, rapper. Some say that if he was alive today, him and Tupac would just be iconic because they were becoming that in their time. I think he passed away when he was like 20, I want to say 24, 20 something. Him and Tupac were very young. They were in their early 20s when they passed. But y'all remember the East Coast West Coast rivalry, which I don't even think was a thing. I think the government started that crap. I don't think, because they were cool. They were friends, and I believe that the government knew the influence, like most that government knows now that most rappers, R&B singers, things like that have influence over the people, and so they played this little East Coast West Coast thing within them, and then ultimately caused their demise. So it was messed up back then, and even when you think about it, no one has been named in their murders. Now we can speculate all day who it might be behind it, right? But they didn't have anyone come forward and say. I think for Tupac, they had some guy that I think they just pinned it on. I don't even think that was the real guy, right? However, we could speculate all day, but we still haven't had nobody come forward. And that happened like 20 something years ago. And you mean to tell me that's a cold case? And I always wondered how it is that that became a cold case for them too when it happened in such a public setting. Like Tupac was at the Tyson fight when that happened, and it was crowded. How could you not nobody see anything? Same thing with Biggie. It was people around. How could y'all not see anything? I don't understand that. Even the people that was in the cars with them, y'all didn't get a license plate. Y'all didn't, so stuff is off about their deaths and those stories, right? However, rest in peace, Violetta Wallace, which is Notorious B.I.G.'s mom. She died at 72 years old. And they say that she died in her home and it was a natural cause. So I think she lived in Pennsylvania. Okay. So moving on. Trina says Tasha Orlando Anderson off Tupac. Oh, hold on. Orlando Anderson, hold on. Off Tupac. Keefy D is awaiting trial. He gave him. Really? Where the heck have I been in? Like that just showed you how connected I am to it. But what Keefy D says, did he pay for it? See, I believe, which brings us to our next story, y'all. Let me bring his picture up. I do believe that Diddy was very much involved in the loop, like allegedly, but we could speculate, you know what I'm saying, because he's a bad boy, you know what I'm saying, but this bad boy is paying the piper at this time. Like, he's awaiting trial for racketeering, all these sexual other charges, all this stuff going on. Y'all know Diddy was freaking off back in the day. It was happening in plain sight, but I was naive to it. I didn't see it, but he got some issues going on, and we about to talk about what's going on with him, right? So Diddy's lawyer, Anthony Rico, files to withdraw from Diddy's legal team before trial. Okay, now Diddy has five other attorneys. However, this one said, I believe, and y'all could tell me what y'all think. I believe that this particular lawyer found something out that even him being a lawyer could not represent him. Either that, or he was just like, this trial is becoming too much. I'm overwhelmed. I believe he's not going to get off, or there's nothing that I can do to help him. So I'm just going to exit stage left. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Child. I got a question, Trina, going back to what we was just talking about with the Tupac and the Biggie thing. So Keefy D is awaiting trial. When is the trial? Like, I'm so out of the loop with this, because even though we're saying that Orlando Anderson off Tupac, so we got that. What's up with Biggie? Like, his case just seemed like it went cold then. Because I did remember them coming out saying something about somebody being named in Tupac's death. However, though, see, and then that's going to be added to Diddy's case. If that can be proven that Diddy gave him the gun, that's going to be added. They keep pushing it back, but everything is on Law and Crime channel. And I love me some Law and Crime. I need to get on the Law and Crime channel. What channel is it? Child, I need to find it out, because I love me a good law and crime story or something like that. But anyway, Diddy, his lawyer said, I don't want to be involved with this. I don't want to be involved. And he exited stage left. But my thing is this: you got 5 other lawyer dudes. You ain't going to miss one of them unless he was a key lawyer and maybe he has some evidence, that. And I don't care what nobody say. Yes, you want to keep client and lawyer confidentiality, but at the same time, I believe some stuff that these clients be telling these lawyers, like, it comes up like word vomit, possibly, because they are hearing a lot of stuff with them. And I'm just kind of like, child, listen. It's a whole hot mess, Diddy. And we're going to be here for it, because I will be keeping my ear to the streets when the trial starts. I believe the trial starts in either, I think it's May. I think his trial starts in May. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? I'm not going anywhere till you give me my land. What she say? Give me my land and my money. Child, this lady right here, if y'all ain't heard this story, right? So I thought this guy on TikTok broke down the whole story, right? So her name is Ajane Robinson. She's from New York, right? She took her tail. First of all, she met this dude online, right? She catfished this dude. And this is the story, because I followed this Pakistani dude, broke it down. She catfished this dude and made it seem like that she was this white lady or something like that. So the dude was like, yeah, I want to meet you and everything. They fell in love online. So she goes over to Pakistan, y'all. When she gets there, the dude finds out that she's, of course, this black woman. So over in Pakistan, what the Pakistani dude said, not me, he said that black people over there, like, someone trying to get in a relationship with a Pakistani is just like the worst possible thing, right? But when she got over there, the dude found out that he still wanted to be with her and still love her. Now, I don't know what happened to the dude, but she went over to Pakistan and became a celebrity just off of trying to suck up their resources. Now, I feel 2 ways about it. If we had illegals over here sucking up our resources, I say, Anjanae, go over there and do your thing, child. Suck up the resources. Now, she was over there demanding money, right? And through the grapevine is that they actually paid this lady. I think she got like $20K. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but they gave her some money, right? They are treating her like royalty over there, and all she's doing is walking around being disrespectful and wreaking havoc. And I'm just like, in some of these countries, women are like second-class citizens. So how is she just walking around talking about some, give me this, give me that? And I'm just like, seriously? So the story is, right, okay, So she left Pakistan. She ain't in Pakistan no more. She went back to New York. So now she left New York and she went to Dubai. But where is she at though? Because she's been missing since February 16th. Now, they listen. They came out, some representative lady from Pakistan or wherever she's from came out and did disclose that nothing's wrong with her and everything, that she's good. But I'm just like, how do you know she's good? She's over in Dubai. Now, I don't know how Pakistan roll. But I have heard that Dubai don't play them games when it comes to women coming over there trying to pop off and say and make all these demands of what they want. In my opinion, child, listen, you had your fun and giggles. If you don't get back over the U.S. soil and stop playing with these other countries before you come up missing, for real, for real. Now, they say she's missing right now because we ain't heard from her in February, since February 16th. But the thrill could be gone. Like, she could just be over there just, chilling. But what she need to do is get her butt back to U.S. soil and stop playing with these men. Because where you think is, and something has to be mentally going on. Because ain't no way, no how that I'm going to be flying over to these countries talking about some, I want my money, I want land and all of this. They even had a video of her like eating McDonald's, like somebody here, they had just gave her food. But she had all this food. She had like 2 large fries, a Big Mac, 2 large Cokes, and they were getting a kick out of it. They are making this woman a instant celebrity over being foolish. And she looked crazy for real. Child, the eyebrows was all skinny and up here. She had a bunch of powder. If y'all saw White Chicks, remember that scene where one of the white girls asked Marlon to give her a pat and he bust her upside the head with some of that loose powder. Child, that's how her face had looked up here with the makeup. So I think she's trolling and she's doing it on a very high level. She said, let me go to another country and troll on. And my thing is, girl, troll on as long as you're being safe. And if they give you resources and stuff, get your money. Yes, you remember that episode, that old White Chicks, child. But they said she over there, so child, we shall see if I get any updates on your girl. But she just over there. She said, I'm going over here and I'm about to troll on the highest level possible. Okay, I'm about to turn Pakistan upside down. Moving on to the next story, y'all. Child, Portia and Simon. So if y'all don't know, Portia is a real housewife of Atlanta. She's from Atlanta. Y'all know her. Y'all know her her ex-husband is Simon. She was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all know it was a controversy that she stole somebody's husband and Simon was already married. Okay, allegedly, or is it allegedly, right? And her grandfather is Hosea L. Williams, who was an activist back in the day during the civil rights movements and things like that. Okay, fast forward, she used to be married to ex-football player Cordell Williams. And then she got on Real Housewives. She got rid of Cordell and found her worth, I guess, and started acting a plum fool. Now I'm torn because Audrey went to Dubai. She's arrested. She's detained there. Child, Trina, you giving me the info. Oh no. Oh my God. And y'all know when you get arrested in Dubai, that's one place where they be like, you ain't getting out that easy. Either the U.S. is going to have to really fight for you and give Dubai something so that you can get released. But once you get in Dubai's jail, you over there. You over there. They don't play. Absolutely, Trina. They do not play. But Portia and Simon, they're foolery. So fast forward, they went ahead and got married, right? Their marriage didn't last long at all. I called it. I said they were not going to be married for long, right? But let's talk about Simon, right? Simon has been detained himself by ICE during a mass deportation. How you ain't got your papers, Simon? And you up here on Real Housewives. And then Portia came out with a show. She left Real Housewives, came out with a show with Portia Family Values or whatever the name of the show was. Simon was all up on the screen, face everywhere. and you ain't even got your papers straight, sir. You up over in the US, think up here making money in business and stuff, and you ain't got your papers. So now ICE got you held up and detained, sir. What in the world are you doing? If I had my papers, do you know I would have did the El Chapo tunnel? I would have been down in the tunnels. You're not about to see me. I'm not going to be out here funning and gunning and thinking they not going to get me. Child, Portia don't care. She married this man so that she can get half of his money. Give me half, Simon. Give me half of your money, Simon. I'm going to take all of your money. I only want to marry you for a season. And I'm going to take your money. That's all she wanted to do. And that's what she did. Child, I don't know what's going on with Simon. I'm going to keep y'all posted if they have any updates. But as far as right now, he's detained and he could possibly be going back to Nigeria. I don't know. We shall see. Moving on to the next story, y'all. Look at this foolery right here. I don't know if y'all seen it, if y'all heard about it, but they are talking about that California-based company is showing off a flying car, saying that this car is able to get up and fly. Now, this is my thing. We are having issues in the air with the airplanes. Ain't nobody got time for no car to be taken up and floating off in the air. Now you got freaking air traffic control has to not only make sure these planes not colliding, but now we got to deal with the freaking cars. And then what if people are irresponsible? They're not ready for flying cars. I'm sorry. Now the car is, I didn't write down all the information on it, and that's my bad. I read up on it, but I didn't write much notes on it. But I couldn't remember the price of it, y'all. But it is a thing. But when I saw the video of it, let me see if I can find the video on Shade Room real quick, because that's where I saw it, on Shade Room, y'all. But when I saw the daggone video, the car didn't even look promising. The car looked like it was leaning forward, like it was about to tip over and fall into the ground. Listen, how will police chase? Somebody in the comments on Shade Room had me cracking up, because they was just like, imagine being pulled over by the police and you hit airplane mode and your car lift up and just Child, that is so true though. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I could see the video, but Shade Room posts every 5 seconds. So if you miss something, then it's a likelihood that you're going to have to scroll for a minute to find it. But, I mean, it ain't that deep. I ain't going to scroll forever and ever. Amen. But they, child, and the only way that this car would be able to be a thing is if police actually got an airplane mode car. Now, what's funny is that if the person hit airplane mode and lifted off the ground and flew, but then the police had airplane mode and the person didn't know and they flew after him, now we got a whole Jetson chase going on in the air because you thought you was going to get away. How much is this car? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Shade Room post every 2 seconds, child. I don't see it. It's all good. It's all good. I don't see it, but I will keep y'all posted if any new details about this car. Did it have to look like that? Ain't it a girl? Listen, say it for the people in the back. Why the heck the car had to look like that? It looked like, and then it's black, but you already know. If our black people get a hold of this car, you think it's gonna stay like that? They gonna pimp the mess out that car. You're gonna have some lights around it, some trims. The wheels might be rotating. They gonna have the music up in there bumping and stuff. You know, it's going to be. We gonna add some style and flavor to something, child. It just ain't gonna stay looking like that. But it is ugly. It is rather ugly, child. So hold on. So I can't find it, but whatever. But that's what's going on with the flying car, child. But it is ugly. I agree. The car is daggone ugly, and I don't think we're ready for no flying vehicles. We need to let it go. Let it go. We are not ready for no flying vehicles. Let's get to the next story, y'all. So this one was rather I guess people are torn about the way they feel about this story, but it's rather sad to me because I just believe that minors and children do not have to go this route. They don't. If we as parents would put our children first, really parent these days, and I'm not, if it don't apply to you, I'm not talking about you because I know some people may watch the replay and be like, I'm a good mother, I'm a good parent. Hold on, y'all. Let me plug up my laptop. My laptop was fully charged, and all of a sudden that thing was like, I need to be plugged up. But if the shoe don't fit, don't worry about it. I ain't talking about you if that ain't you, right? However, some of these parents out here need to do better. So this story, this young man on the screen, 16-year-old. Now, he is about to be tried as an adult, okay? The judge gave him no bond. And when they gave him no bond, he broke down. And I felt so bad. I know this boy committed a crime, right? But the way he broke down and cried, I felt bad. And maybe it's the mom in me, and everything, but I felt so bad. His name is Sean Simpson. He appeared in court in late January. So Simpson was involved in the murder of Zaquavius Dawkins. Sidebar: Black people, black people, black people. Can we stop naming our kids this stuff? Zarquavius, child, listen. What happened to regular smuggler names like Tosha or Trina or freaking I don't know, Kim or Brittany or Tiffany? Why we gotta keep going here? That's just my little rant about the names. Let's get back to the story, right? So what happened is he shot Darquavius Dawkins, okay, and another team who were walking home from running an errand at the Family Dollar. They're in North Carolina. So North Carolina, North Carolina has passed a law where now 16 and 17-year-olds can be tried as adults. We as parents too need to educate our children. Go out in their streets because the children know the law better than the lawyers sometimes. They know that if they're a minor, then they're going to be tried as a minor. However, these 16 and 17-year-olds, and North Carolina isn't the only one. Y'all go out in them streets if y'all want to and play games and don't want to do what y'all supposed to do and be right. They will try you as an adult. So I am going to keep my ears to the streets and let y'all know what happened with this case. But baby, it is extremely sad. When I saw this boy broke down, I know that he was out there being reckless. I know that yes, he should be in jail and everything, but my heart and mind went to other thoughts on it. I just thought like, wow, this is sad. How did his parents allow for this to happen? And I know children grow up and they become reckless. Sometimes they do stupid stuff. They choose their own way. But I just think about how I was as a 16-year-old. I would have never thought in a million trillion years to pick up a gun and end somebody's life. Like I was doing some reckless stuff, like maybe being hot in the pants and flirting with some dudes or something, or missing curfew. Like those were normal, random things that teenagers did. But these teenagers these days are out here killing people and committing crimes. And I'm like, how did he get the gun? And maybe I'm naive, right? Maybe there are parents who are working their hardest, doing what they can do by their children. And while they're at work, their children is just running amok and doing the most, right? But I always just kind of look at my upbringing. And I know my upbringing isn't everybody's upbringing, but I'm just thinking to myself, my mom didn't get off till 7 o'clock and we got out of school at 3. And she ran our house like a military boot camp. Like we could, I wish we would not have our chores and homework done when she got home. Child, it was going down. Like it would have went down. And it wasn't even no spankings or beatings or nothing. She would just talk to us with a stern voice and look at us. And that was enough for us. And punishment, that was enough for us because we didn't want that smoke. So I just don't, I feel bad. And I know some people may be like, well, what about the boy who lost his life, his family? No, I feel more bad for that family, of course, don't get me wrong. But just seeing the video of him breaking down and just knowing how old he is and that he's going to be tried, and our children, he's going to get life. I believe he's going to get life. But it was just sad. It's sad for both sides. So I'm praying for both of the families, really, because what if he did come from a good household? What's up, Janae? Hey, girl. Hey. So what if he did come from a really good household, right, y'all? And his parents unfortunately dropped the ball because maybe they had to work, maybe they had to provide, So I try to not pass judgment like that. But this was just a sad story. This was just a sad story. Let's move on to the next one, y'all. This one was equally sad. And y'all, tell me what y'all think about this now. This one had me looking at this dude with the side eye, right? So, okay, this happened in Georgia. These people right here. The lady is a Spelman math instructor. Her fiance is the guy, okay? Trina didn't even wait. Oh my God. Trina said he did it. I don't care what nobody say. Bang the gavel, throw away the key. Now, I'm kind of on your side with this. I'm kind of on your side with this because this is really fishy. So the story is she's a math instructor. This is her fiance. He's a high school coach. Now, they vanished while boating on Lake Oconee. I'm probably saying this lake all the way wrong. Lake Oconee or whatever on February 18th. Okay. So Wilson is the woman's last name. So her body was found floating the next day and she was clutching her phone right in her hand. But Jones, he's the man, still remains missing, y'all. Now they was out on the water on the boat because, and I'm gonna show y'all the boat. This was the boat. So they out on this boat celebrating, like, I think it was his birthday. Trina, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was his birthday or something like that. They was celebrating something. They was out on this boat. Now let me tell you something. First of all, I love me a boat. I used to date a guy back in the day, sidebar, that had his own boat. Child, I loved going on that boat, and he knew it too. Child, the stuff we do on that. That's a sidebar story. That's a story time for another day. I told y'all back in the 20s I was hot in the pants. But the dude had a good boat. And it was a nice sized boat, right? And so when we went out on the water, we had a good time. He had a downstairs in the boat. We would, have food on the boat. Just vibe out and chill, right? Trina, like, what did you do on that boat? Child, I was hot in the pants. Whole hot mess. But when they pulled up this boat, I looked, I said, ain't no way in the world I would have gotten on that boat. It does not look safe to be in that body of water that they were in. That's just me. We would have had to have an enclosed boat or something like that. We're not going out on the freaking Jason Voorhees looking boat. That's just not going to happen over that wide range of water. I am siding with Trina a little bit on this because they haven't found his body and they have been deep dive searching for this man. His family talking about they're not going to give up hope. They're going to try to find him. I think he killed this lady. Now, this is all allegedly because I don't want nobody to see this video and they like, she said he killed her. And then, that goes viral. And now I'm somewhere trying to fight a Diddy case. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to be the thing, right? Trina said it looks like you get in it. That's what it looks like. You get in it to dump a body. Janae said, yeah, he did it. Yeah, I don't want to pass judgment on the man, but she was so pretty. They look like a nice couple together, but he do look like he a little stressed and tired right up in the eyes. She was so pretty. This is just so sad. I hope though, because I always like to give people grace, right? I hope he didn't do it. I really hope he didn't do it. However, my spidey senses are just like tingling. Like, it just don't sound right. And they claim she may have died from hypothermia. I need for them to really do a deep dive into her death because I don't believe if they knew they was going on the water. You mean to tell me they didn't bring no jackets, blankets, or nothing? Trina says she had water in her lungs, but was found with her cell phone in her hand. Right? It just don't make sense. He probably drowned her. Oh, this is so sad. Like, this is a testament of you have to really, really know who it is that you are going to deal with as a life partner. Now, I don't know. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So I ain't trying to throw the book at the dude, but the optics don't look good in his favor. That's all I'm saying. How is it that they found her body floating, but they have been still looking for this? This happened on February 8th. It's February 27th. If they found her body the next day, why did his body pop up near it or something or whatever? Like, it just doesn't make sense, and it seems like this don't sound right. This don't sound right. But anyway, praying for her family that they find peace in this situation, because just off of her smile and just the way she looked, she seemed like she may have been a good person. And she was a math instructor at a college. I could spin a whole narrative about this story. He could have been jealous of her, excuse me, y'all, because college professors is definitely making more than high school coaches. So he could have did that. He could have had a life insurance policy out on her and he wanted to cash in. Cause look at his Target plaid shirt he got on. This is definitely a school picture from the yearbook. But look at the Target plaid shirt. He don't look like he's groomed himself right around the beard. I don't know what's going on here. The hairline is looking a little choppy and everything. It's giving brokey vibes. You know what I'm saying? So she looks more well put together and stuff. And I'm just speculating because I could be totally out of pocket, totally wrong. But until something else comes out, I'm going to go with Trina on this one. I believe he did it. And Janae, I believe he did it. Because we all in the room and we just, I don't know. But anyway, y'all, let me go over the topics that I did real quick. All right, y'all. So for those who came in late, we talked about the blackout that's happening on the 28th. They don't want y'all to buy no gas, no stores, no restaurants. I already know I'm going to fail in it because my daughter's birthday is this weekend. I'm going to DC, so I already know we're going to be at a restaurant. So I already know. Don't throw no stones, nobody talking about shop small business and do all that. I get it, but we've already made plans. So I'm not going to be a part of the a part of it. We talked about Diddy, his lawyer jumped ship. He said, "Boop." He jumped out of the boat into the water. He said, I can't do it. That man probably found out something that happened that he felt like that there's no way he's going to beat this case. And so his lawyer said, I'm getting off of this wagon before they link me to the Rico case. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. The lawyer name is Anthony Rico. But Diddy got 5 other lawyers, so he'll be just fine. Okay. We also talked about Ms. Violetta. I think is her name Violetta or Violet? I think it's Violetta Wallace, which is Notorious B.I.G.'s mother. She passed at age 72 in her home in Pennsylvania, I think. Janae says, "What's that, girl? We just went food shopping and I'm working from home tomorrow, so I'm good on not having to buy anything." Absolutely. And I just went food shopping and stuff too, and I don't have to buy anything. But real talk, I forgot it was my daughter's birthday. I didn't forget, but I knew I was going out of town. But this whole thing was coming with it, and it kind of didn't register and click with me. And I was just kind of like, oh well, we're already out of it. We're out of it. So rest in peace to Miss Wallace. We also talked about this lady here, Ajane Robinson. Now, I kind of like her name, Ajane. I think that's kind of cute. I don't know the background of it, but I do like the name. But y'all know this lady been walking around Pakistan demanding money, McDonald's food, and all this other stuff. She got the freaking white chicks pat powder on her forehead with them creepy looking eyebrows. Yeah. So they claim she's been missing over in Dubai since February 16th. Now, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe her fake stardom has died down. I don't know, but we talked about her. We also discussed old boy Simon. It's Ojane. Oh, it's Ojane. Ojane. It's Ojane. Okay. Ugh. Ojane. Now I don't like it. I like Ajane. So it's Ojane. Onaja. Onaja. I would be the worst teacher of all time. I be calling roll. I get the book. I'd be like, Shaquay, what? I'd be like, Mr. Wilson. I said, I ain't got time for this child. Listen, y'all parents, I'm telling you, the way I would jack a name up. They'd be like, this teacher illiterate. I'd be like, no, I ain't illiterate, okay? I know how to teach a subject, but y'all parents are hood and ghetto, and they name y'all these ghetto freaking names. I don't know how to pronounce this crap. I would be one of the teachers that would be burning the kids up. Like I would be joning on them and everything. I'd be like, don't blame me. Blame your mama or your daddy, okay? They the one gave you this jacked up ghetto name. But anyway, y'all, so Simon, and his last name, I ain't even gonna try. I think it's Goduba, whatever it is. He's Nigerian. Y'all know he's Portia's ex-husband. We all knew that wasn't gonna last, child. Child, how is she gonna get out? I don't know. And, oh yeah, Ajane or Ojane, whatever her name is, she's actually in Dubai locked up. Thank you, Trina, for telling us that because I didn't even know. So she's locked up in Dubai. I had no idea because the U.S. do not care about this lady. Normally is Gubanda. Child, thank you, Janae. You know what it is. But the U.S. only cares about freeing people that are of some substance to the U.S. And in my opinion, they're not going to care about Miss Ojane or Odane or whatever her name is. So, Simon, y'all, child, Simon ain't even got his papers up to date, okay? We talked about it. Simon up here funning and gunning all over reality TV, and the whole time his papers ain't even straight. ICE has detained Simon, and he possibly can be getting deported back to Nigeria. I'm like, bye, Simon. You should. My thing is this: as soon as Trump took office, as soon as Trump announced that he was running, if you didn't have your papers straight, you should have been working on it right then and there because the man, love him or hate him, he told you what he was going to do. And one of them was the deportation. He was going to tighten up on it, and that's what he did. So don't act shocked if you ain't got your papers and then you got to go on back to the motherland. You been knew this was probably going to happen, Simon. And I don't feel sorry for him, child. Whatever. Janae says, say Janae, I went to high school with Simon's nephew. That's the only way I know the last name. Oh wow, really? Snap. Oh wow. Shoot. I don't know. Simon might be back. He's like, I'm going back to my country. I do not understand how this even was possible. For this to happen. I have businesses over here. I married the real housewife. I should have been able to stay here. But if it's not going to work, I'm going back home. Next story, y'all. I don't feel no way. Goodbye, Simon. Adios, my brother. Goodbye. Okay, y'all. So we got the flying car. We talked about that. They over there up in California. I think it's California. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, California. Over here talking about we about to get some daggone fly. Janae, I love doing my African accent, y'all. I don't mean no offense to any African person that maybe in the replay game. I just love to do it, you know. My sister's husband is African, so I don't mean no offense. I love everybody. Absolutely. Flying cars, we ain't ready for it. We can't even control the airplanes going on in the air. I don't understand why these flying cars are even a thing. Let's not do it, okay? However, they're working on it. But if y'all saw that video, child, and I tried to find it, that car looked like it was going down on a slow incline. Like that ain't even, no, we don't need to do it. Other story, we talked about a 16-year-old that's going to be tried as an adult for the murder of another teen while they were on their way to the store. I need details on what in the world happened. Like, there's no way you could have just seen this young man going to the store and said, I'm going to pow him. I need to know more details, which I'm sure they're going to be released, but he, excuse me, y'all, unfortunately, he's going to be tried as an adult. And lastly, we talked about the story of the engaged couple that was on a boating trip in Georgia, here in Georgia at Lake Oconee or whatever it's called. I'm butchering that name too. And her body was found the next day with her cell phone in her hand, but we still have not found him. And we all are in agreement that something is fishy in the water. This was the boat that they were on. This ain't big enough to do nothing. And it don't even look, I'm sorry, this man has something to do with it. Janae says, I see you, girl, with the pics on the screen. I'm trying to get like you. Thank you, Janae. Yeah, I listen. It's funny because I reached out to some YouTubers that are more advanced than I, and I asked for their help and everything, and I didn't get any feedback from it. I ain't mad at nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because once you reach to a certain level of subscribers, you got to kind of weed out the scammers and things like that and stuff of that nature. So it is what it is. So I went ahead and I said, well, let me see how I can help myself out here in these streets. Do the research, linked up with StreamYard, and I'm still learning some things. Like I just learned this today about the pictures on the screen. And so as I continue to use StreamYard, I'll continue to understand how it is that I can make stuff pop. But we trying to grow over here at the Redefine Me channel. You know, I got the little light music in the background, and I'm loving StreamYard, you know. So yeah, y'all, we gonna grow over here. But thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. So those are all the topics I have for y'all. If I missed the topic, y'all can drop it now in the chat and we can definitely talk about it. But yeah, y'all, that is what's going. Oh, and we talked about, my bad, I didn't have her photo up, but the lady, the mother that kids have froze in the car, she ended up getting a new house. The city brought her a house. And they said that we know it's not going to bring the children back, but we wanted you to have a house. And they put some food in the house, things like that. Her kid's funeral was also on February 20th for the two children. And then y'all know it was some big thing that came out about her twerking on social media. I think, was it Instagram or TikTok? One of them platforms she was twerking and stuff. My thing is, I don't tell nobody how to grieve, but it did look a little fishy. If I just lost my two children in such a horrible way, there's no way I would be twerking. I would be under the bed. Okay, so however, that is the update with her. They did buy her a house for her. Now she has the one child, and I think her siblings and the mom. So I'm just, annoyed. Like I said earlier, why does something have to happen in order for you all to help somebody out? She claims she reached out to the city before this was even a thing. So if she reached out to the city before this was a thing, why did y'all have to wait for something to happen? Why didn't you all help this lady sooner, so she would not have had to suffer the loss of two children? So anyway, y'all, that's the topics. That's the topics for today. I am tired, child. I was waiting for my daggone furniture to get here. They did deliver it. However, a piece of it anyway, they delivered it. Because y'all know me and my husband just moved over here. And child, they gave me a window of 11 to 3. I was like, oh my God, I work overnight and I'm so tired. Child, they did not knock on my door until 4:15. I said, what the heck happened to 3? I feel like I should get like a free lamp or an end table or something for the mere fact that y'all had me up here waiting for y'all to come, and then showed up at 4:15. Then the dude, I paid extra for them to put it together. Excuse me. The dude didn't even, one of the pieces of the sofa is not properly put together, and I could see it from behind. So I'm just like, I called them back, and now they got to send somebody over here on March 7th. I'm like, well, great. I said, you know what? I said, y'all should give me some money back, because I paid to have him put it up properly, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't want to put no sofa up. And then you mess it up, and now I got to wait till March 7th for you to come over here and fix it. Child, the stuff we go through, and they still want our money and patronage, if I said the word right. But at the end of the day, like, do your job. But anyway, y'all, that is my hot topics. That was a sidebar story. Y'all probably like, what? That was my hot topics, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. I so appreciate y'all. Welcome to all my new subscribers, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Got some new subscribers over here on the Redefine Me channel, and I absolutely love it. Welcome to you all. I hope you all love the content. If you did love the content, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up before leaving. And most importantly, go ahead and subscribe to the Redefine Me channel. Child, this is the year of monetization, and that is happening for me. And I'm believing it for any other YouTuber out there that is trying to get monetized. I believe it for you all too. You just got to stay consistent. And God gonna do it for you, guys. He definitely is. I'm going out of town this weekend. I think my 600-pound life is done for. So I'm not going to be. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, I think my 600-pound life is done for. And it was a short season. I just don't understand that. Right when I was getting the flow of reviewing the individuals, they only did like 6 or 7 episodes. So that show is done with. Okay. Love After Lockup will be coming back on. I think it's the second week of March. I will be here to review Love After Lockup. I'm going out of town this weekend. I may do a short and post on the short. I may go live if something pops off in the world that I need to talk about. But for the most part, the next time y'all will see me will be on Sunday when I would do Storytime Sundays. Now, I'm gonna be on location, so I'll be in DC doing Storytime Sundays, but it will be about the time. I got robbed in NYC. When I think about it now, I can laugh, but I was mad. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining me. Until we meet again, y'all have a happy and blessed Thursday. I love y'all so much. Bye.